Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I wish to Madam Norfida and to my fellow friend. Today, I'm with my friend want to present about engineering society called DJJ40132. The title is Engineering Management and Professional Bodies. Okay, before I go to our presentation, I want to introduce my group member. First is myself. My name is Asnawi bin Yusuf. My matrix number is 07 DKM 21F1029. Okay, next Rainier Daniel Johari. Matrix number is 07 DKM 21F1013. And last Alfred Gentinio. Matrix number is 07 DKM 21F1025.
Hello, my name is Alfred. I will continue our presentation, which is Legal and Regulatory Public Safety. In Employer Social Security Act 1969 an act to provide social security in contingencies and to make provision of certain other material in relation to it. Public safety is a main cost aspect would be focused by engineer because any broken or mistake will cause sacrifice many lives. The Act provides social security for employment, injury, and the employer has right to claim certain benefit. This is the example of incident public safety. First is roof of the stadium collapse. Second is escalator are not maintained, and third is explosion.
Okay, we move to the legal and regulation of workplace safety. Engineer also responsible for maintaining workplace safety. This is because while at the workplace, the risk of being exposed to the hazard or accident is very high. So, an engineering education will develop the ability to think logically and to solve problems. These are skills that will be valuable throughout the life and not only solving engineering problem. It has to do with the law, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, OSHA. OSHA 1994 made consideration of the fact that FMA 9667 it provides control of factories, only cover sector such as manufacturing, mining, quarrying and construction. And then Vision Zero also introduced by ISSA to reduce workplace accident. Occupational disease, they believe is that accident disease have causes and can be prevented. Alright, we move to the next slide. The picture we can see is the example of accident of the workplace safety. Okay, for the first picture is about show the effect when worker do not using safety helmet at the workplace area. For example, if heavy object falling on the day head, it can cause the head become injured, and it's possible that it can lead to more serious disease such as memory loss and more. And then for the second picture is a worker finger was injured because he did not comply with the rules of the workshop, where he was holding the part of the lathe machine that was rotating in high speed. Okay, for the third picture is show us the man did not using welding helmet, so of course it will hurt or impact the eyes. It is because the welding light is very bright. Alright, next is protection of environment about legal and regulation. Okay, engineers are responsible for protecting the environment because if it is not controlled, it can cause our environment to be destroyed in the futures. Engineering developing clean, efficient transportation system, finding a new source of energy, alleviating and world range problem, increase standard living with engineering technologies. The law in relation to environmental protection in Malaysia, 1. Environment Quality Act 1974 and its regulation 1989. Okay, 2. Environment Quality Order 1989, and 3. Protection of Wildlife Act, 4. National Forestry Act 1984, 5. Fisheries Act 1985, and last National Parks Act 1980. This law just to be maintaining sustainability of our environment. Okay, for the next slide, we can show the example of environment safety effect. Okay, first is air pollution occurred due to the uncontrolled industrial activities. This can cause haze that can affect the health of human and plants. For the second pictures is the dumping of the toxic waste into the river. It causes aquatic life such as fish to simply die. Okay, next picture is widespread uncontrolled dumping of the garbage causes outdoor pollution, which will affect the air quality in a place. In effect, it also causes animals such as mice, cockroach, and flies to land there. This causes the community to feel uncomfortable. So, engineers need to be smart in dealing with this solution.
Next is professional assessment examination for BEM, which is Board of Engineer Malaysia. Registered graduate engineer is only eligible to sit for the professional assessment examination, which is PAE, after he has fulfilled the requirements of Regulation 22 of the Registration of Engineer Regulation 1990, revised 2015, is obtained at 3 years practical experience as prescribed under Regulation 22, Registration of Engineer Regulation 1990, revised at 2015. PAE is divided into 2 categories. The first one is graduate engineer GE as prescribed under Section 10 of the Registration of Engineer Act 1967, and the second is graduate engineer who holds a professional qualification which the board consider to be equivalent to the PAE conduct by the board of PAE. Graduate engineer will consist of professional assessment interview, right to essay, answer one or two questions. Section A related to the candidate training and experience. And Section B is Code of Ethics. Candidate will be given 1.5 hours for each written paper. B. PAE Route B will consist of assessment on Code of Professional Conduct based on the Registration of Engineer Act 1967, previously known as PAE Route 3. Announcement. BEM Outcome-Based Professional Assessment Examination PAE. The current format Professional Assessment Examination will continue and candidates have a choice to choose whichever format they prefer. The BEM Outcome-Based will be implemented fully starting 1st January 2023, and candidates will have to use the BEM Outcome-Based format material. Next is example of BEM examination question and document required to attend the exam. At the left, as you can see, there are X question, and the question is all about section B at the essay. Meanwhile, at the right, you can see the ABC company letterhead. That's just a sample, but that's a practical document that you need to bring when attending this exam.
The second professional examination is MBOT, Malaysia Board of Technologies. MBOT assessment is based on the respective technology and technical field. The assessment is crafted by the Technologies Expert Panel and will be driven by the industry. This industry-driven type of assessment is important to ensure that embodied professional technologies and certificate technicals has a highest credential that will meet the expectation of the industry. The professional assessment modules formatted by the TAP aims to cover the latest technologies on the ground and shall be updated as when needed to maintain its relevancy. Every technologies and technical field shall have a specific assessment based on its own needs and will involve professional review in terms of skill as well and specific knowledge which is needed to become a certificate and recognized professional. MBOT is working closely with the Technology Expert Panel to ensure that the assessment is exceed the expectation of the industry. Two components of MBOT, which is professional assessment and written assessment. This assessment will be conducted on regular basis online, will be reviewed by Technology Expert Panel (TEP) and interview. The interview process is be conducted by TEP and regulated by examination and qualification committee after the written assessment is complete. This is the example of MBOT examination question. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.